the Dolphins, leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott looks to throw right away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 19 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, touchdown! A great play there. 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive. And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Play fake.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ready, break!
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Right there, hurt.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with a little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest holds for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Pierce diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Prescott now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Able to get around one would-be tackler, but not much room after that. The window closes. He gets 2 yards there, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw, Prescott. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davidson. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cole Kmet, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are at... from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Ready? Seven Pirates! 60 Maverick! Check!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Come back in! Hey, Smash! 79 Broncos!
They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Warriors 17. Back to 60. Win, 18, 5 years.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Check match. 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball caught by Campbell. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Mason, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd and 14. He's got Mason complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Now winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Room here to run. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run here with Pierce. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Head the street. Head the street. Check contact. Check contact.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Okay, ready?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Mason. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game.
Let's go now. Press on the lead. Go.
They run it with Mason. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call it favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Dak. Down by 7. 1:55 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Sutton.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Dak rolling to his left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Here's Prescott. Finding Sutton.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Dak. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw, Prescott.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week.